Hello, and my name is Jeff Dowdy. Welcome to our next session for the APA workshop on in-text citations. The APA Style Manual says that authors do not present the work of other authors as their own. Unfortunately, they do. And that's why we need to talk about in-text citations. Okay, I'm going to start out and just show you the process. What I'm going to focus on is using the tools in Galileo and EndNote to include an in-text citation in your Word document. But let me just highlight a few of the resources that you have available to you to make sure that you're following your formatting correctly. The first one that I want to point out is this basic APA style guide. So the APA style guide is going to show you just the basic formatting for including the author and date. That's what we're mostly going to be dealing with, is getting the author's last name included in our writing, but also the year. And when we're doing a direct quote from the work, we need to think about including a page number as well. There's a helpful chart that shows the type of citation, the way you're going to write it the first time you use it in your text, any subsequent citation. This is a really helpful chart, and I've included a link for you, so make sure that you check that out. The Purdue OWL also is going to give you helpful examples of in-text citations. So I've included a link for that as well. But let's go through it, and I'll show you how to do this, a basic run through on how to do it. So here's my Galileo result list, and when I find the one that I want to use, then I'm going to click through on the title, and the first thing I want to show you is how to do this using EndNote. So when I've found the reference that I want to include, I'm going to export it first of all into EndNote. So click Save. It's going to create this. It's going to send this file into my Downloads folder, and when I click on it, I've got it set up to automatically open in EndNote. A quick word about Galileo. It makes there's some common mistakes that Galileo makes, actually the publishers make, and you need to make sure that these are corrected. And the place to do that is in EndNote, not in Microsoft Word. So here is my reference, and if I double click here, then I can quickly go through this to make any corrections. The main thing that you need to pay attention to is the title of the article. Here I can see that it's capitalized throughout, and in an APA format, we don't want to have this capitalization take place. So I'm going to make those corrections. This actually will not affect our in-text citation because we're not including the title of the work. But when you're using EndNote, it will go ahead and create a reference for you when you insert your in-text citation. So I'll show you that. When I close this out, it's going to ask me if I want to save, and I say yes. Later, if you notice any errors, just come back to EndNote and make those corrections. So I've got my Microsoft Word document here, and so if I wanted to include a portion of my writing, and let's say that it's just this sentence that I want to include, then I'm going to plug that into my writing. So formatting is off a little bit. Let me make sure that I correct that. And let's say that I haven't included my author's name, so I need to include that at the end in a parenthetical citation. From EndNote, what I would do is select my reference, go to Tools, Cite While You Write, Insert Selected Citation. So you can see that it's included my author's names and the year. Okay, so that's the way I want it to do. And then in my reference list, it will include the reference. Okay, first off, I do see an error here. This needs to be double spaced. From the Home tab in Microsoft Word, I can click here and I can double space that. Okay, so now I have the correct format for my reference. You may also need to go to Insert, a page break for your reference list, because it does need to be on a separate page. All right, so that's how I would include an in-text citation from into Microsoft Word. Now this one is actually a direct quote. So I would need to insert quotation marks, obviously, but also I need to insert a page number. So how would I do that? First, let's go over into our PDF. I notice it's on page 290. I will go back, and from the EndNote tab, I can edit my citation. Click here, go to my pages, and insert my page number and click OK. Now I have my authors, my year, and my page number. One more resource for you that I want to point out is this list of signal phrases from Indiana University of Pennsylvania. It gives you some great tips on introducing a quotation, some different verbs that help you set the context. Thank you for watching our short video on in-text citations. Be sure to consult the resources listed here on the website, and good luck with the activity and quiz. Thank you.